the star. I'm back again, and I want to let you know that I am going to go ahead and do fire sign for July. Now, it didn't work so well last month, so let's cross our fingers here, okay? Now, all right, so the cards that I do have, let me get them, for Aries are a different deck that I do like to use. Well, I have these. These are the Aries deck, and I will go ahead and put it down in the information what all of them are, in case you want to. This is still a tarot deck, but it's a different kind of tarot deck. Anyhow, so I wanted to let you know that I did deal out 10 cards for tarot cards. All right, I do have other cards that I have in place. Okay, so there is good news coming in for Aries in July. Also good news, maybe you want to move, maybe you perhaps want to redecorate. There'll be money for that. You're going to get that or find it someplace. Also good news about perhaps a job, maybe a promotion, maybe a raise. Maybe some sort of a realignment is taking place and you're kind of worried about how that's going to shake out. You're going to get good news about that as well. Now, there is a stalemate in here, okay, but that I think has to do with love. Maybe some of you want to have a proposal, or maybe some of you think it's time to move things along and move in together. That could come to a screeching halt. Now, since it's new and Mercury's going to go retrograde on July 7th, we're already in that's bad enough. But when we start talking, doing new things like that, you just don't want the added pressure. If you can wait till August, please do. There wasn't too much else that was actually in these cards. Like your happiness is in the challenge. Okay, but again, that's where the stalemate is. For the marriage or for the good news or what you would like to have coming in. There is good news on a front. There's a project for sure that's definitely going to be either working on, you could have started on. This is probably a work project. Could it be a home project? Yeah. But you also will have to kind of wait it out, man. Mercury retrograde just means do not start things that are new. Anything reunion, reuse, redo, realign. Those kind of things are all good. Go back and work on things that perhaps in the last several months you haven't had an opportunity to really straighten out because you've been so busy. Now, the Lightworker Oracle card was, for you guys, was the, I need you guys to let go. I really need for you to trust. Hang on. Let me get the thing. Sag, Dragon Door. Nope, the Dark Night of the Soul. That's what it is. That's what your Lightworker Oracle card is for Aries. And it basically is you have to let go and trust. There's no... For Aries, it's not shoving, it's not doing. Right now, you can't kick it in the ass and expect it to move forward. It isn't going to work that way anymore. You guys have to figure out how to trust in the universe, which used to just let you kick it in the ass. Okay, now that being said, in the Hidden Realm, we also got the Dragon's Duel. So we're kind of keeping a theme here. And I will say this, for all the fire signs, there is a theme here. So the eclipses, and the first one, I'm thinking it's probably somewhere around new moon and also full moon. There's one on the 2nd. I did post on my Facebook page. I do have this, it's Starfire 444 is the work one. I haven't quite, it found me from eons ago. I tried to set it up a couple years ago. Okay, so I will be posting some of those things on that as well. But here's the thing. You guys got the Dragon's Duel. Okay, so you're fighting with yourself. Again, let go, let God. Lightworker Oracle. Most of you, if you find yourself even a tiny bit interested in what I'm talking about, you're a Lightworker or you're an indigo. Okay, that being said, look them up. See if they don't remind you of your kind of life and everything that you've been through. So, for Aries, as far as the Hidden Realm goes, you are at the proverbial crossroads, all right? So what you do this month, as far as like Jupiter wants you to go more spiritual. Okay, but as far as what you do this month, your actions will actually speak louder than words, but you got to believe. There are people who are going to be doubters. You could always say that you're going to be doubters. Okay, but you have to start to listen to what the universe is saying. Go in the direction that it's pointing you in, because it's, again, it's not going to, you're not, hey, Vicky, you're not going to be able to push it. It's not going to go. It's kind of like with a flat tire. You can move it, but it's only going to move for a minute. Maybe even 5, but by then you've damaged way more than the tire. Okay, so what I kind of need you guys to do, Aries, is go ahead. Please just trust the universe. If you don't trust it for anything other than July, which I want you to, but if you don't, we shall see how that plays out for you, because it's not going to be good. It's just not. All right. Oh, wait, I did an abundance card too. I swore I did. Abundance. Oh, no. I think I got the card here. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Oh, here we go. Duh. Sorry, guys. All right, raise or a promotion. Again, so remember, we were talking about that earlier with your cards. It says, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So yeah, some of you, and this is a very beautiful picture, some of you are going to be very, very lucky. I also have the elegance card, and this is the fairies. Now, elegance, and I will go ahead and show you, and love is going to play a part, it will, but it is found in the beauty of nature, and a lotus is waiting to bloom for, well, all of you. When our lotus starts to open, it's like our 6-pointed star. Its life is starting to just pop. The lotus waiting to bloom, be the swan on the water and glide. Again, sometimes you just got to go with the universe. So now we've had how many people say go with the universe? Next, I do have some specific love cards. Okay. Again, I've got a theme here going. 2 different decks. You guys got the soulmate cards. Okay. So if you have your soulmate and you're waiting to do the moving in, or look, we're at a stalemate with that. That could have been delayed. Some of you will move in with people, but others, look, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Kind of like whenever you have to detour your car, oh my gosh, I got to go over here, ding, 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 I got to get gas, or oh my gosh, I can't find my keys. There is a reason for everything that happens. And if it takes the time to make you stop, it just saved you from something, but you may never know what that is. Again, called trusting the universe. I know you believe in it. So another thing we need to understand about soulmates is that we can have many soulmates in one lifetime. For you guys to get 2 soulmate cards, I'm sure this is probably your soulmate. Okay, all right, that's okay, and you're going to get what you want. It may be delayed till August, but actually that's better, because remember we talked about Mercury retrograde. But here is a deck of my pretty new cards. And it says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. A lot of times people overthink. Okay, so what I need for Aries to do is, well, if you got over on the sidewalk to run someone over because they cut you off, that's called road rage. What I need you to do is know that somewhere down the road, somebody else is going to get that person. So don't you do nothing about it. You're going to get your soulmate. A lot of you are going to get your raise or your promotion or your move or whatever it is that you're searching to do. But if it takes out the spot for July, I'm not going to be upset about it. And I really hope you guys aren't going to be upset about it either. There is a reason for that. All right. So I went ahead and I shuffled up like for all the fire signs. And so I have Leos pretty much right in front of me. And this one's a little bit different. Some of them are all the same, either the Hidden Realm or the Lightworker Oracle. They turned out the same. So unfortunately for fire signs, I would have to say it's probably due to the way the planets are lined up, plus the eclipses. It's probably going to be that way pretty much for everybody. But I'm a detail giver, so you're going to figure out pretty quick that I try to answer a question that you have. So if I said something that you didn't quite catch, go back and re-listen to it, okay? Now, Leos, you guys got 5 major tarot cards in your deck, in which they were all pretty much good cards, which means if I tell you, like I can tell you on the other channel I work for, I'll tell you that the universe is all up in your Kool-Aid. But this just means that the universe has your back. All right, so there could be a pregnancy that's announced for Leos. It could be you. It could be any family member. A reunion, and it will be a love reunion. Someone will return in July. Again, what you choose to do about that, though, will be on you. If it is a destined love, the person will return again at a later date, something that you already fated and said, before I come down here, okay, we're going to go ahead and hook up and we're going to live together the rest of our lives. Well, you can put that off and put that off and put that off because you don't think that person's for you, but the universe is going to keep sending that person back in. Okay, that being said, definitely the reunion. All right, also when one door closes, another door opens here. There is a transformation, but it's in the challenge. You guys are particularly going to fight this, and I'm pretty sure in the sign of Leo, I think somebody told me that one of these eclipses is actually not very helpful in Leo. So for the month of July, try not to fight anything. That's the best advice I could probably give anybody. We also had another reunion down for Leos. This could be family members you haven't seen for a while. Maybe there'll be a family reunion. Maybe somebody will start to tell stories and you're like, wait a minute, that is not how that happened. And everybody's going to have their own opinion. So agree to disagree. I mean, if you want to save a fight, agree to disagree. Because that's about the only thing that's going to save everybody. You guys did get the Wheel of Fortune, which means destiny, your wheel is starting to turn. Sometimes it turns a little slower than others, okay? I cannot magically say, hey, I need you to speed up. It's not going to happen that way. But the things that you wished for and asked for with the universe, theirs are going to start coming in. They're going to start... for instance, you could have asked for, like a promotion or, oh, maybe even something for your children or something for someone else. Look for those things to start to play out. Could be a little bit at a time, or you could just hear rumors, or maybe they could say, hey, so-and-so said this to me. This is supposed to happen for you guys in July. Again, remember, Mercury retrograde. If it's something brand new, I really, really, really need you to put it off until August if you can. If you can't, okay, I'll tell you what, let's deal with it later. It may not turn out the way you wanted it to turn out, but let's deal with it later. If that is the only time you can do it, I'm not going to tell you not to do it, but there just could be some hidden things back there. Now, speaking of hidden, I also have Hidden Realm for you, which is the River Queen. Now, she's all about going with the flow. Okay, I'm going to say the universe a lot for fire signs, especially even when I do Sagittarian. The universe is busy doing its thing. Let's say you're on a tube. Let's go tubing down the river. Okay, now, there's going to be some spots that aren't as deep. Of course, if you got as much rain as we got, it's not accurate. But let's say there will be like some barges you may hit or some sharp rocks, and maybe it takes your tube and goes boom. Okay, so what you're going to kind of need to do, if you can, like you can hold on to the string, okay, but sort of send a tube of maybe the drinks down ahead. Hold on to the string so that your drinks don't get away from you. Okay, but that's called planning. That's called, wait a minute, I'm thinking smart here. Okay, so this is what the River Queen does in the Hidden Realm. She's like, she requires you to think smart. Stuff that you've done is in the planning phase, but some of them are in the universe is getting ready to take over here because remember you had 5 major universe cards. They're taking over for you. Okay, so in a way, that's actually good stuff. I know a lot of people that would go, oh gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now, bountiful nature was you guys' abundance card. A little bit different than Aries, but that's okay. And Mother Nature is a wee bit mad, in case no one noticed. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and remind you of God's infinite abundance. And by the way, when we go outside, we recharge our batteries. It's almost like when we're empaths and we soak up everybody's negative energy. And then we keep doing that. We don't understand how come we get more tired and more tired. And I want to just take you, and if I don't smack you on the backside of the head like the Gibbs smack, okay, it's time to go outside. It is time to go out, get in the nature. Even if you have to do it in the shade, you're still in nature. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, or just sit under the stars. Or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Okay, she's mad, but she's ready. Mother Nature, she's ready and she's willing to help you guys do whatever needs to be done. Now, I think I forgot to mention your Lightworker Oracle card. Yours was the 6th ray of devotion, Leo. And this means that you guys have enough faith to move mountains. Okay, so for a sign that has been through so many eclipses over the last several years, somehow you're still standing. Okay, that's because you have enough faith to go to bed and get up in the morning, even if it hasn't been your best day, or maybe it has been your best day. But nevertheless, you should start to see a plan, because God, the universe, Oracle, divine, they all have a plan. Everybody's got a plan. Don't you know about that with chefs and cooks? And yeah, everybody's got a plan. Sometimes there's too many chefs, which is how come they want us to let them do the rocking, because they can see things we can't see, or the cooking. All right. Hold on here. All right, so here's what I'm going to say about love lives, okay? This is what the backside of your card looks like with the heart. Only time will tell. Now, what does that mean? Well, we got some codependency going on in the love life here. Some sort of an addiction. And an addiction can be anything. Maybe you have an addiction to a person. Maybe they're good in bed. Maybe you don't want to let someone else win. Maybe there really is like an addiction, like alcohol or drugs, or an ex won't let go. You know, it doesn't have something to do with you. Well, okay, so you have to figure out how to find some inner peace. All right. Yes, these things are still going to bother you. Okay, but the inner peace of it all lets you adjust to the codependency. Because if you can adjust to the codependency on whatever level that is and get past it, one, the inner peace isn't going to do much. But if you can, then time will tell whether or not this relationship will work for you and work out very well. Now, there's some of you that are probably in a very good relationship, and that's great. But we're talking about all those other ones right now that need to have that little bit of help or hope in July. So I will tell you what the fairy card said. And one of my favorite birds, a hummingbird, has a fairy on it. Yay! Happiness. Immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. Not every moment has to be a big moment. They can be little ones. So let me just tell you what I tell other people. In this moment, if you needed toilet paper and you needed to get that, but you picked up everything else that made you a happy camper at the store, and you get home, you still don't have that toilet paper. Now what are you going to do? Now you're not happy anymore. All of that extra stuff you did or bought doesn't make you happy anymore because now you're going back to the store for toilet paper because you don't have any. That being said, many blessings. I hope you guys have a wonderful month in July. Some of it may sound a little, but honestly, if you truly go through the truth of what the month brings you, forewarned is forearmed. All right. Again, I'm sensing a pattern. Okay? All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you, in the hidden realm, you guys also... Hi, Tammy. Thank you for joining me. You guys got the Dragon's Duel and the River Queen. So I redid it on purpose because I was like, okay, no, this is, what? no, this is true. I put it back in and, okay, so here's what I'm going to say. You guys are inner fighting with each other, like yourselves. Like Dragon's Duel is like two snakes hanging on to each other. One is like, this is what I want. Maybe the heart's saying, this is what I want. And the brain is saying, I'm not putting up with that. I'm not doing that. Okay, look. Okay, so now we're forewarned is forearmed, right? We just had this conversation with the fire sign, with the Leo. So the Lightworker Oracle was also the dark night of the soul. Okay. Now, if you guys don't know what a Lightworker or an indigo is, if you guys look that up, you'll see this. It's going to pretty much resemble you. Anybody attracted to me, again, those two things are important. Yes, you will eventually get the things that you want out of life. Okay, but you got to give what you said you would give to start with. And we're really here to teach people about love. We're here to help as many people about love, even though they're not helping us. Because in the end, somebody will help that person that's for you. Somebody will have taught them about love as well. Okay? I just need you guys to remember that. All right, so your 10 tarot cards. The last card. I don't have the Magician. I do not have the Magician. I do now. Okay. I accidentally put those on top of another one. I'm learning. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. All right, so I do have the Magician. The Magician actually has the infinity number above it. The infinity number is 8, technically sideways. But it's yellow is, we're talking about light, bright things. The Magician tells me that you can accomplish anything you want to accomplish this month. Pull a rabbit out of your hat. I mean, like a magician, like a real magician. Yes, it's a trick, but it's not really a trick. It's something that they had to learn to accomplish. Okay, so let's say bills. Okay, so when we have to borrow from Peter to pay Paul, that's the Magician pulling a rabbit out of your hat because you're shimmying things around. Okay, sometimes things are literal and sometimes maybe not as literal. Okay, so we do have the Magician. I have all the faith in the world, Sagittarius. You guys can do this. Okay, and when it comes to anything in July, you will need to remember we are in Mercury retrograde, Sagittarius. So 7/7 through the end of July. Okay, so there would be delays. And remember, everything happens for a reason. So there's a delay that you may never know why it happened. But you have to trust that it did for a reason. Now, you guys could be hoping to do a lot of summer things in July. Or maybe some family members want you to do too much summer things. Let's say you have a pool and everybody wants to come to your house for summer. Or let's say that you have a big outside. Everybody wants to come to your house for a barbecue. Maybe you got that great big TV and the best air conditioner in the whole wide world. But you're like, but I wanted to do some stuff for myself. But now I can't because everybody's making all these big plans to come to my house. Now, why am I saying that? Because the sun is in the challenge. Okay? Summer things. I'm telling you. People are going to try to overload you, Sagittarius, this July. Okay? Now, you're definitely going to have more patience or need to find more patience. Try to balance out your life. You are letting go of a major cycle. And when I say major cycle, this is things that were just bad, like tremendous. Like you may have thought you had no good luck at all. Or maybe just a tiny wee bit. I do have a work project as well in play. Could have started before, could have started this month in June. Could go through next month. Okay, that's actually okay because you started it before Mercury retrograde. So as long as you're doing it, anything redo, rework, revisit, reunion, anything when we're doing Mercury retrograde. Okay, now, I have a male air sign. An air sign is an Aquarian, a Gemini, or a Libra. But not always necessarily does that mean, and believe it or not, this is the actual first person I've come across in the whole fire signs. Nobody else had people. Which is not a bad thing. But this air sign could be maybe something legal, maybe somebody, well, father, grandfather, somebody older, somebody that you like to get advice from. Any of those things, or it technically can be the person that you're in love with. Now, there is some sadness as far as Sagittarian goes, but you have to remember you've got the Dragon Stool and the River Queen. So you're arguing with yourself, but at the same time, the universe is taking its good sweet time getting you what you want. There's not really anything wrong with that. I just need you to have patience. Sagittarians are not known for patience. But at the same time, again, remember, July, we're going to trust. We're going to trust. We're going to have faith. All right. Now, let me see. So the Dark Night of the Soul is your Lightwork Oracle card. I think I may have said it. I'm not sure if I did. Also, it's, you guys also need to let go and let God. You've got to start letting somebody else help you here. You can ask 1,000 questions, but that doesn't mean you're going to get 2,000 answers. Maybe nobody will give you that answer. So you're going to have to trust and have faith and believe. So again, we're sensing a pattern here. All right, now, let's do the fairy card. All right, and this one's change. You are transforming, let go of the past, embrace the light and joy of this new day. So basically, it's telling you that things are changing for you this month. There's not much you're going to be able to do about it. But if the way we're going, Sagittarians, are not working, let's let the universe try. Okay? Let's try that. And we're going to embrace the light and joy of a new day. So every day that you get up, it's actually a very nice, wonderful thing. That fairy sitting on that butterfly, and I love butterflies. They're so pretty. Now, let's do some love here. Finances and career. Maybe some of you've got somebody at work you like. Unfortunately, we're talking some boundaries here. Well, one, because they're at work, but two, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Let's say you're not getting or going or doing as well as what you think. Okay, or Jimmy, I would really like to be able to go out with you. I can't right now. Work is very important to me. And then you say, and he says something mean like, we had this planned, and this works both directions. And then now we got to set up some boundaries because now Jimmy has done some bad stuff. All right, we're like, okay, you know what? I really need this money. Why would you make me pick? But remember, dragon's rule. Your heart's going to tell you one thing, and your head's going to tell you another. All right, so have patience in love life this month, guys. All right, here is what the back of your card looks like. And we actually have our 6-pointed star right there if anybody wants to notice. And if you were watching during Aries, we are going towards our 6-pointed star, technically, and our lotus. All right, now, look deep within your heart, and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. See, all will not be lost. This is just one of those testing phases, okay? So if you truly love each other, this is just one of those tests. And it sounds to me like you guys will truly love each other. Okay, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put this in the edit phase before I put it up. And yep, I'm being truly honest about it. Wanted to make sure I didn't have anything else to tell you. And then I'm going to put down which one starts where. All right, guys, many, many blessings. You guys have a wonderful rest of the night. And I may come back later with water. If not, I'm a very busy person tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful night. Many blessings. Bye. Bye, guys. Night, Vicki. Night, Tammy.